Understanding how the gods of ancient Egyptian mythology were linked can be difficult. There was a family tree that traced divine bloodlines, but syncretism also played a major role, and many gods were conflated with each other. When we put these two frameworks together, we see how pharaohs lived as Horus, died as Osiris, and how the sun itself wore many crowns. This is the key to understanding the Egyptian gods. Egyptian mythology begins in Nun, the boundless, dark waters that existed before creation. Out of this primordial chaos, Atum rises on a mound and creates Shu, the god of air, and Tefnut, the goddess of moisture. Shu embodies the space that allows the world to exist, the atmosphere that separates earth and sky. Tefnut, who sports a lioness's head, represents the life-giving humidity of the Nile Valley. Together, they give structure to the empty world. Shu and Tefnut give birth to Geb and Nut. Geb is the god of the earth, depicted as a reclining man whose laughter was said to cause earthquakes. Nut is the goddess of the sky, arching protectively over him, covered in stars. After their births, Geb and Nut became intimate and remained perpetually locked in each other's arms. Ra was offended by their constant copulation, and eventually, he ordered their father Shu to separate them. To the early Egyptians, this myth explained the separation of the earth and sky by the air around us. After Shu forced Geb and Nut apart, Nut was already pregnant. Ra, enraged by their union, cursed her so that she could not give birth on any day of the year. At the time, the Egyptian calendar had only 360 days, leaving no way for her to bring her children into the world. The god Thoth, famed for his wisdom, devised a clever solution. He gambled with the moon and won 1/72nd of its light, enough to create 5 extra days that lay outside the official year. These 5 new days were not under Ra's restrictions, so Nut was free to give birth to Osiris, Horus the Elder, Seth, Isis, and Nephthys. Through this divine loophole, Egypt's greatest gods were born, and the calendar expanded to 365 days, as we know it today. Osiris is the benevolent king, a god of fertility, agriculture, and eventually the afterlife. Isis, his sister and wife, is the winged goddess of magic, motherhood, and royal power, the archetypal protector. Seth is the god of chaos, storms, and the desert. He embodies disruption, both threatening and necessary. Nephthys, the quiet sister, is a protective goddess linked to funerary rites, guarding the dead. Horus the Elder is the sky god, and his eyes are the sun and the moon. He embodies cosmic order and kingship. From Osiris and Isis comes Horus the Younger, the falcon-headed god who avenges his father and becomes the symbol of living kingship. At the top of this family stands Atum, often merged with Ra to form Atum-Ra, representing both the moment of creation and the setting sun that returns to the primordial waters each night. Ra himself, the powerful sun god, travels across the sky by day and through the underworld by night, maintaining cosmic order. When he unites with Horus as Ra Horakti, Ra, who is Horus of the two horizons, he becomes the living sun moving from dawn to dusk. This family, known as the Ennead, is a theological blueprint for how the world is structured: creation, separation of elements, the cycles of kingship, death, and renewal. By the end of the Old Kingdom, pharaohs claimed legitimacy through this divine lineage, presenting themselves as Horus in life and destined to join Osiris in death. Centuries later, political power shifts south to Thebes, not to be confused with the Greek city also called Thebes. With this shift, the focus of religion in Egypt also changes. At the heart of Theban theology is Amun, a mysterious creator god whose name means the Hidden One. When Thebes becomes a political capital, Amun rose to national prominence. He merged with Ra, the great solar deity of Heliopolis, to form Amun-Ra, a single god. This deity embodies both the hidden creative source of Amun and the radiant sun that sustains all life. By linking their local god to the universal sun god, Theban rulers presented Amun-Ra as supreme over all deities, uniting regional beliefs under one celestial authority. Amun-Ra becomes the king of the gods, his temples at Karnak and Luxor growing into the most powerful religious institutions in Egypt. Another Theban deity, Montu, embodies martial strength and royal might. Originally a local war god, Montu fuses with Ra as Montu-Ra, a solar warrior whose burning power defends the divine order. Pharaohs invoke Montu-Ra as the blazing force behind their armies, equating victory in battle with the triumph of cosmic light over chaos. The Theban era also deepens the theology of the Eye of Ra. This is not a separate goddess, but a divine power that can manifest through different figures. In its gentle form, it is Hathor, the goddess of love, music, joy, and feminine grace, a nurturing presence who brings harmony. In its fierce form, it becomes Sekhmet, the lioness, a goddess of war and plague, sent to punish rebellion against divine order. These two faces, soft and ferocious, belong to the same cosmic eye, mercy and wrath flowing from the same solar source. Through these fusions and manifestations, Thebes turns abstract concepts into living theology. Further north, the city of Memphis offers a different vision of creation. Here, the central god is Ptah. This is a thoughtful creator who shapes the world through the power of his mind and speech. According to Memphite theology, Ptah conceives everything that exists in his heart, meaning his intellect, and brings it into being by uttering their names aloud. Thought and word are the tools of creation. In this view, the cosmos itself is a carefully spoken plan, a crafted design, rather than a spontaneous birth. Ptah is also the patron of craftsmen, builders, and artisans. His temples stand beside workshops, symbolizing the divine nature of human skill. For the Memphites, to build, carve, or speak with precision is to participate in the act of creation itself. This emphasis on intellect and craftsmanship gives Memphis a unique theological character. Over time, Ptah merges with Sokar, a local funerary god associated with the necropolis of Saqqara. Sokar represents death, burial, and the silent stillness of the tomb. This fusion then expands further to include Osiris, the god of the afterlife and resurrection. The result is Ptah-Sokar-Osiris, a complex and deeply symbolic composite deity. He embodies three stages of existence: creation through thought and word, Ptah; death and entombment, Sokar; and rebirth after death, Osiris. In Egyptian religion, Thoth plays a unique and essential role. He is the god of writing, wisdom, calculation, and divine speech. He is the mind of the gods made manifest. Thoth is often depicted as an ibis-headed man, or sometimes as a baboon, both creatures associated with intelligence and observation. Unlike many gods who rule over physical domains like the sky or the earth, Thoth governs the intellectual structure of reality. He records, measures, speaks, and mediates. Thoth is said to have invented writing, giving humans the ability to preserve knowledge and communicate across generations. He is also the keeper of time and the measurer of the heavens, ensuring that the sun and moon follow their courses correctly. Through precise reckoning, he maintains the rhythm of the cosmos. In myth, Thoth plays a crucial role in maintaining cosmic order, or Ma'at. He advises Ra, records the verdicts in the divine tribunal, and acts as a mediator between conflicting gods. Thoth is sometimes described as the heart and tongue of Ra. The heart represents thought, the tongue represents speech. His significance extends beyond Egypt. In later periods, Thoth becomes identified with Hermes, the Greek messenger god, and patron of learning. This fusion creates Hermes Trismegistus, thrice great Hermes, a figure who becomes central to Hermetic philosophy, influencing religious thought far beyond the Nile Valley. Through this transformation, Thoth's role as transmitter of knowledge continues in new cultural languages. When Alexander the Great conquers Egypt in 332 BCE, a new era begins. Greek rulers establish the city of Alexandria, a vibrant hub where Egyptian and Hellenistic cultures meet. Here, syncretism becomes a deliberate political and cultural tool. The new rulers, the Ptolemies, need a religious framework that unites their Greek subjects with the native Egyptian population. Instead of replacing Egypt's ancient gods, they merge them with their own. The most striking example is Serapis, a god created to bridge these two worlds. Serapis blends elements of the Egyptian god Osiris, lord of the dead and symbol of resurrection, and Apis, the sacred bull of Memphis, a living manifestation of Thoth. To this Egyptian core, the Ptolemies add features of Hades and Zeus, Greek gods of the underworld and rulership. Serapis is depicted as a bearded Greek-style deity, enthroned and majestic, but he carries the power of Egyptian afterlife traditions within him. Another powerful figure in this era is Isis, who undergoes a remarkable transformation. Already central to Egyptian religion as a goddess of magic, motherhood, and protection, Isis now fuses with Greek goddesses such as Aphrodite and Demeter, embodying love, fertility, and the cycles of nature. These syncretic fusions are acts of translation. Greek rulers adopt Egyptian religious forms to legitimize their power, while Egyptians find familiar gods dressed in new iconography. The result is a shared religious language that different peoples can recognize and claim as their own. Alexandria becomes a center where theology, philosophy, and politics intertwine. Egyptian priests, Greek philosophers, and foreign travelers encounter a pantheon that is both ancient and evolving. To wrap up, the gods of Egyptian mythology were not always connected through lineage. The family tree explains how the gods emerged and related to one another. But it is syncretism that explains how the pantheon expanded. It's this blend of lineage and association that allowed Egyptian religion to stay unified even as it evolved, turning hundreds of local gods into one interconnected system. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to our channel. It helps us grow so we can continue making more videos like this. Thanks for watching.